don't know why my eye want to give me the blues. Maybe I should try the Zyrtec. Ooh, our nasal spray. Hold on, y'all. So we get started. Let me get some nasal spray popping. I just think about how crazy that sounds. It's nasal spray. I ain't bumping lines like Sexy Red. No pun intended, because you know we love you up here, Sexy Red. Hey, girl, hey. Ooh, yeah, it sound. Listen, Sexy Red could have been doing anything, by the way, okay? Because the simple fact that I just leaned off a camera and the simple fact I just leaned off camera and took some nasal spray is quite indicative of the fact that we don't know if Sexy Red was really back there bumping cocaine. Yeah, I don't know. It could have been anything. She could have had some big sabs. See, look, see, after I did the nasal spray, look what I'm doing. All right, and I popped back on the screen doing that, and y'all looking at me crazy, right? It's the nasal spray. Y'all know how my allergies get down, especially if you rock with me, you part of the clique or the crew, and you've been here. What we've been streaming now, what, a little over a month? Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody who's been here a little bit over a month. Shout out to everybody on Instagram. YouTube is home, you already know. Shout out to my Rumble crew. And mad love to my Twitch crew. Y'all. And Facebook, I could never forget Facebook. Hey, y'all, hey. Matter of fact, that's where we usually check first, right? All right, let's just make sure. Facebook always lets us know if we on point, okay? So while I'm pulling up Facebook over here, y'all listen. So it's been a long time, right, since I logged into my Twitter account. Well, X, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all still got Twitter? So listen, all right, so it's been a long time, right, since I logged into my Twitter. So, earlier I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and add Twitter to the, conversation, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just making sure y'all are here. So I'm like, let me go ahead and add my Twitter to the conversation because slowly but surely I started, started with YouTube and Facebook, and then slowly but surely started adding the other social media networks on, right? So y'all, it kept saying user not found. Now, mind you, okay, I am one of the original OG, one of the original OG Twitter users, meaning I had Twitter, like I told my program director at the radio station at the time about Twitter. That I had Twitter like literally, like what's the dude name that made it? Like he probably was still in his college room. That's how long I had Twitter. And the only thing that's changed over time is of course my picture and my connections, of course. And when I say connections, I mean like, sometimes you have it connected to Facebook, sometimes you have it connected to at one time MySpace. Don't judge me. Not now. Back then. Anyway, y'all, do you know Elon asked done deleted my X account? Yes. So then, I'm like, okay, wait, maybe it's me. Okay, maybe I'm putting something in wrong. Maybe something changed since it's X, and maybe you got to put X or something like that, right? So I Google what would make, no, let me see what I Google. I Google something like, can't find my Twitter account on X, something like that, right? Y'all, okay, shout out to Reddit. That's the next thing we're going to add, but we're going to talk about that in 2025 at the beginning of the year. But anyway, y'all, so I look and I see the Reddit threads, a whole bunch of people like, oh my God, like Elon like deleted my page. Like my Twitter page is no longer existence. And then I see like Elon made a new rule. If you don't use your Twitter in 30 days, if it's inactive, you automatically get deleted off the network. The nerve. See what I'm saying? Yeah, listen, I try. But I do not like Elon Musk. I can appreciate as a creative person myself, as an innovator, as a dreamer, as someone who is not afraid to go against the grain. Quiet on set, please. Anyway, I respect him, the same way I respect Steve Jobs, right? In the sense of innovation, creativity, etc. But baby, the more I get to know Elon, and I'm gonna tell you something, it started when he bought Twitter. It's like I feel like, you got them people that you like them as long as they don't talk. It was one of them situations. And like, how you got some celebrities like, oh my God, you like their biggest fan until you meet them in person one day, and then it's like, oh, by the way, y'all, I got some celebrity stories. I think I might put them in an ebook. What y'all think? I mean, because Jesus Christ. Or I might make it like exclusive content. But I definitely got some celebrities, y'all, that I was big fans or whatever, and then met them in person and, had an encounter with them in person, y'all. And then I was like, man, I've never seen him the same. That's how Elon Musk is. He getting on my nerves. He getting on my, he's like, even him jumping up and down at MAGA rallies with his stomach showing, like, you don't get a pass, Elon, because you from Africa, okay? You don't. That has nothing to do with it. Elon is the type of person, he is a Trump, like I could just see it. And him wanting to make the rules as he goes, him thinking he Thanos, because Trump already thinks he Thanos. But boo, you are not, and he is not. Anyway, y'all, so I think that I'm going to not reactivate a Twitter account, or excuse me, an X account. What's the man name that has started Twitter, y'all? It's gonna bother me until I can remember it, right? Let's look it up real quick. Can y'all see the screen? Let me see. Let me share it. What's the man name? Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. Wasn't it like Jack or something? Founder of Twitter. Jack Dorsey. Jack. That's what it was. This guy right here. Y'all remember him? Y'all remember him? When Jack was CEO, everything was all right. I like Jack. And I still like Jack. Jack is now 48 and worth $5.3 billion. Yeah, Elon paid a lot for it. And that just goes to show you, like, people act like, oh, he made a bad investment. Do you really think he got Twitter because he was making an investment? Or do you think it's because he wanted to be able to control the narrative and the voice of a nation and media? Come on, y'all. I don't like it. I don't like it. So, guys, I have been reading up on, y'all ever heard of Blue Sky? Let's see. Let's look it up real quick before we jump into the day's headlines. Because this is important, y'all, because I swear to God, like, and I saw this documentary on Elon or whatever, and I be trying to like them. I do. But I don't. And I think the whole Donald Trump thing, I didn't like him before. He was the what is it? The first best friend, whatever they call in his position now. DOG, something. Dodge. But I really don't like him now. But him owning Twitter and doing what he's doing, really him owning Twitter and not only being beside Trump now, but it's like you want them to have that because it's like drunk man speak a sober mind, you know what I'm saying? Drunk off power. So you really want them to say how they feel. So you want them to have it, right? All right. Well, have y'all heard of Blue Sky Social? And y'all, excuse me, my allergies. Y'all know what time it is. All right, so let's see. Blue Sky Social is Blue Sky owned by Twitter. Let's first make sure. Okay, so Jack Dorsey announced in 2019 it would fund developers to create an open and decentralized standard for social media. Blue Sky became an independent company in 2021 and is now primarily owned by Chief Executive Jay Graber. Okay, so let's start with this. What is Blue Sky and why are so many people leaving X for it? Okay. So Blue Sky is a social media platform. This is my first time looking it all the way up to y'all. So this is not an ad. This is not any of that. I don't have a Blue Sky account yet or anything, but I definitely also don't have a Twitter or X account. You know what I'm saying? And I do feel some kind of way. And, you know, I feel the same uncomfortability and dis-ease that I felt when I test drove a Tesla and it drove for me. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. And now every time I see a Tesla crash or hear about a Tesla malfunction or something, now, listen, and you think I'm going to space with your Elon, please? Child. You know who you remind me of? Y'all remember, and God bless the dead. I'm totally not making fun of this situation in any way. But do y'all remember last year? Was it last year or was it the beginning of this year? The submersible? Y'all, it had the whole country hooked. I know I was hooked. Trying to see where the hell did that submarine thing go? Even though I knew from the jump, I was like, that thing blew up. I don't know why in the world you were alive, and you trying to go down to where a bunch of people died in watery graves, and you excited about it. I was like, okay, they're trying to die. And I mean, you know, so I knew, but I just remember like watching videos of like the CEO. I forgot the name of the company that did the submersible, but y'all probably familiar with the story, right? So yeah, y'all. So I just remember just seeing his the way that he thought about things, and you know, just things like that. I just remember feeling like, oh my God, like this man right here is like literally trying to die. I mean, like straight up trying to die. And honestly, sometimes I feel like Elon is one of those guys. Not wishing death upon anybody, because that is not funny and that is not anything anybody would want to do. But Elon be doing too much.com. All right. So let's see here. So Blue Sky. All right, let's do this. All right, let's do this. So I can make it back big. Okay. Oh Lord. I thought I made the thing big. Hold on, y'all. Okay. All right, so Blue Sky is a social media platform where people interact as much as they do on X, post and reply, messaging one another in a vertical user interface. The recent influx of new users, largely from North America and the UK, has helped to reach more than 15 million users, up from 9 million in September. Y'all know what that is. The election. Ain't nobody trying to hear Trump shit. Excuse my language. Okay? Ain't nobody got time for that. If ever there was a time for that sound effect, Trump, ain't nobody got time for that. Real talk. Okay, how's it different? Y'all, let's see. Are we gonna think about trying it today? I definitely think I am. Let me see. So it's different because it offers the chance to more heavily moderate their experience, which means more moderators, less negative stuff in the feeds, not just your personal feeds, but just period, like what you're exposed to, etc. And this includes the ability to select the algorithm that drives what you see, helping create custom feeds, a feed for cat photos on your special interest, allows you to have website addresses as their handles, which anticipate. Okay, y'all. I tell you what, we're gonna sign up for Blue Sky today. I'm gonna sign up for Blue Sky. All right. We'll come back. We'll put a pin in that. Sign up for Blue Sky. Yeah, Elon Musk, I'm not picking up what you're putting down. Real talk. So I'm moving on. And oh, if this is not the season of moving on, y'all listen. I posted a motivation video this morning on my YouTube. If you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you do that. Radio-Muva on YouTube. Look in the shorts, y'all. And it's called Distraction Comes in the Form of People Too. Y'all, if that ain't a word, this is that season. This is the purge season, y'all. This is the season for shedding old things, old connections, feelings that you're harboring, Cleaning, people say spring cleaning, but I feel like if that's what you want to call it, spring clean now, but spring clean every area of your life, because not only that, this is also the season of healing. And, it's just time for something new. We already know what we got with Elon Musk. So we know what it's going to be if we go back to X. Okay. Twitter was Twitter when it was Twitter. Twitter's no longer Twitter. Twitter is X. X is toxic. It's a toxic relationship. So, yes, it looks like to the world, if we get back in a relationship with X, it'll be a relationship that everybody loves to see and it's popular, right? And it'll look like it's something, that goes with the norm. F all that, okay? Because you're not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy on X. You're not going to be happy with anything Elon says, and it's only going to get worse. And you're going to put yourself back into a toxic situation with X. You're going to be subjected to algorithms that have no filter and continuously put all kind of craziness in your feed to disrupt your spirit and your day. So I would like to say that this, ladies and gentlemen, we're starting off today's stream, which is the second stream of the day, by the way. We'll talk about what happened earlier, the first stream later. But we're gonna kick off this season, right? In honor of this season, we're not going back to Twitter. I know, I'm getting the sound machine. Hush. We're not going back to Twitter. We are officially joining Blue Sky, and we can do it together. I put it down on my show notes so that I can make sure that I do it as a stream so we can do it together if we don't have time by the time we finish this. All right. First things first, obey your thirst, right? All right. Y'all, you want to know why I'm so happy for real? I'm going to tell you why I'm so happy. This, ladies and gentlemen, the day I have been waiting for every day. I told y'all, listen, when you were a kid and you had a tooth missing, right? And you put it under the pillow and you was so excited that next morning, right? Like, but the tooth probably moved up under the pillow because you sleep well. But you go well trying to find where the money might be stuck, right? Yeah, about that. So that's how I have been every morning for the last, 100 and some days, praying that every day I wake up the YSL trial would be over. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today I will say trial, the federal trial, well, the trial, because it's state. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the trial gods have shined down upon me. It is officially, y'all, the end of the YSL trial. Hallelujah! If I had my wireless headphones on right now and my tracking camera hooked up instead of this webcam on the computer, I swear to God, I'd get up and run around the room with the Holy Ghost. Y'all, oh my God. I was starting to get worried, man, because I was I had a lot of faith in the jury. I was like, man, I know, man, it's almost Christmas. Yeah, I know the jury got me. Come on, jury. If for nothing else, jury say, man, I'm not about to stay here through Christmas. And they did not disappoint, y'all. Let's check it out together. Earlier we went live. We caught the actual live moments of when they were reading the verdict. Shout out to Judge Whitaker. She all right with me. Hey, girl. Judge Whitaker, you are definitely invited to the karaoke night or the cookout. Okay, call me, girl. Call Radio-Muva, inbox me or something, because we would love to have you on the show. Because we got questions. All right. But anyway, y'all, look. So I'm up. I come down into the in the area downstairs where Brooklyn, my 4-year-old, and I are building out our kids' YouTube studio on one side, our home YouTube studio, and then the my YouTube studio on the other side, right? And I'm kind of looking for what's going on in the news so I can see what we're talking about today. And the first thing that popped up is verdict has been reached on YSL trial. Y'all, I think I dropped my makeup bag, my ink pens, my notebook. I dropped everything. And it was like, oh my God, hallelujah, hallelujah. For real, like, it's like everything went blank. Like, oh my God, it's about to be over. It is about to be over. And y'all, that is exactly what happened. And guess what? Now, yesterday when we talked about it, I said, y'all, the jury keep asking to see more evidence that's not good. Well, it could either be good for one or two things. Either it was good because they weren't sure, which meant reasonable doubt, or either it was bad because they thought something about them and just wanted to make sure if they were right. Now, either way, I told y'all, and not to make this about my opinion, however, I will say, y'all know, because I was like, I'll bet. Y'all want to bet lunch? I told y'all, I said, that other dude, not yet got him, Shannon Stillwell, he's going to get found guilty for something because he had a murder charge, gun charge, like he had a bunch of charges. I was like, okay, yeah. So Rico's like the least of his concerns because he might catch, I think he had like 2 murder charges, right? Y'all, if you have not heard yet, check out what happened. Let's go to Fox 5. Let's go to Fox 5. So y'all can see what happened.
Two defendants in the YSL trial learned their fate. One was found not guilty on all the charges he faced. The other was only found guilty of just one charge, a gun charge. Take a listen.
Mr. Kendrick, you have been fair.
All right, so listen, that right there, he looks different. If you like search him up on YouTube or whatever to see like his old rap videos, Gotti, he had dreads, so he looks a little different. And if you see that line across the top of his head, y'all, he got stabbed in his head. What, Sunday, I think? He got stabbed in his head at the jail and still came to court. Y'all see that line across his head? He got stitches. He got stabbed in the head. And I'm not laughing at him getting stabbed. I'm just saying. So this is Gotti. All right.
Found not guilty on all charges.
All charges. All right,
Mr. Stillwell.
Right, now,
you please stand.
All right, so
you have been found guilty on count 64, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and not guilty on every other charge.
For 4 days, jurors deliberated the fate of Diamante Kendrick, known as Gotti, and Shannon Stillwell. Prosecutors.
Y'all, you see this guy right here in the background? Hold on, wait. You see the guy right here in the background? He got to be like a legal aid or like a paralegal, like an intern for the law firm. Yo, he looked stuck. Y'all remember how the dude looked on the movie cover of Get Out? Yo, look at this dude face right here, right behind Shannon Stillwell. Look, you can see half of his face right here. Hold on, look at see.
Had alleged the two were members.
This dude right here with the yellow tie, right? Hold on.
Of the YSL gang.
Yo, I would love to be a fly on a wall in his head because right now he's like, oh, y'all. He is shocked. He is in a sunken place, not in a bad way, but he is like, first of all, you see Shannon Stillwell. I get it. Gotti trying to be hard, but the man also got stabbed in the head a couple of days ago, so we don't know what's really going on there. However, he did, thank God, which is clearly enough. And Shannon Stillwell, y'all, look at this. But this dude right here, now I am laughing at him because look at his face, y'all. He looks just like the dude facial expression on the Get Out movie cover. Look at him. Yeah, ain't no telling what he thinking. He like, damn. All right, so look. Let's see this. Hold on.
And were part of a conspiracy to further the gang through violent crimes like murder. Both defense teams denied that, and the jury agreed. The 12 jurors acquitted Kendrick of all the charges he faced, including murder.
Do you understand how big that is? Y'all. It means not only did they come out better than Young Thug in this situation, right? Because Young Thug got what, 15, 20 years of probation? 15 years, can't come to Atlanta for like a long time unless it's approved to work, can't talk to nobody unless it's Gunna, which we know he's talking to Gunna. And like these dudes, done. First of all, Gotti's gone home today. Okay, period. All right, Stillwell, his lawyer did a press conference after the verdict this morning, and he did say that it's not unrealistic to think that he will have Shannon home before Christmas, but he did have one other legal issue that came about while he was actually in jail for this. And y'all know they've been in jail a long time. That he's dealing with that has nothing to do with his RICO case. That's not that serious in regards to what it could have been when it comes to this case. So he's just working to get that handled. And other than that, y'all, he's done. They are done with this. Done. No RICO, no done. No RICO, no murder, done. When I tell you God is a God of second chances, if they didn't believe, I bet you they do now. Y'all, but here's the thing. Even though, okay, Gunna took an offer plea. Thug took a plea too. Even though I know he said he ain't take no offer plea, he ain't talk, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we get it. They all owe Woody a thank you, y'all. They all owe Lil Woody a thank you. I don't care what nobody says. If you don't think that Lil Woody, well, half Lil Woody, half dingy, dumb district attorney Bonnie Willis, who let the pipe distract her, literally. Bonnie. Like I said, I know that thing had to be good because, girl, you risked your whole career. Yeah, I bet lunch. Listen, yo, Bonnie Willis, who of course, if you don't know who she is, right? Like this is District Attorney Bonnie Willis, y'all. And Bonnie Willis was creeping with her with the dude she hired. What's his name? Nathan something, right? Now look at this. Now check out the timing of this, y'all. Bonnie Willis right now is in court herself before a Senate committee. She's been subpoenaed, right? And she is subpoenaed because they are dealing with her about her conduct during her bringing up the charges and trial for Donald Trump and the January 6th rebels. That's what we're going to call them. Because what I really want to call them, YouTube might strike this video down because it's not a good word at all. Anyway, y'all, so Fanny done let the D affect her D as in defense. And now she ain't got no D as in defense because her motion has been denied. And now she got to fix the music. They might be at lunch now. Let's see. They at lunch, but y'all, let me tell you something. And I didn't even think about this angle because I didn't think that, because when I tell you when I went to vote, right, that Bonnie Willis was on the ticket. And I was like, this heifer really running again? The most historic, longest, expensive trial ever. Got Atlanta looking cray-cray, like a mess with this YSL mess. And you're dealing with Donald Trump. So I figured, okay, well, I know she ain't running again because Donald Trump, could be president. Like this is, before he was elected. Even though we already knew what we were. I was like, okay, Donald Trump could be president or whatever. And, she catching a lot of heat for this. Can y'all hear me good? Let me know if you can in the chat. She catching a lot of heat for this YSL trial, etc. So I just figured, she wasn't going to run again. I don't know why I thought that. Why? Why did I think that, baby? Because let me tell you something. If Bonnie can take the D from her defense attorney, assistant, or whatever he was, this is who I'm talking about, y'all. This is the guy, okay? I forgot his name. It's like Nathan. I'm mad that when I put Nathan in beside when I put Nathan in beside her name, a whole bunch of different Nathans come up. Dang, Fanny, Lori, Harvey. I'm just saying. All right, but look, let's find this guy. All right. By the way, they still dealing. Okay. So, and that's not going to help her case at all. This is the guy right here. Nathan Wade. That's his his name? Yeah, I don't know if y'all remember. Earlier in the year, okay, they they were subpoenaed as well, and he got taken off the case, and she had to recuse herself as well and let other people from her office take over the case. Y'all, let me tell you something. As much as she is trying to protect her personal relationship with Nathan Wade, baby, it is over. And we done seen the video that came out with him and her on the side of the road, honey, when her daughter got stopped by the cops. Look, Nathan Wade. Okay, so let's say daughter stopped by cops. Follow me, y'all. I'm gonna tell you why I'm briefing us on what's going on with Bonnie Willis. See this right here? This, ladies and gentlemen, is the face of people who been dealing, who gonna keep dealing, and who ain't gonna let no trial, no Donald Trump, no nothing stop them from dealing. And they both have gotten divorces now. So even if they were cheating, which is all allegedly, according to them, yeah. So yeah, that's girl. We know what's Bonnie, but Bonnie girl. Now, here's what I did not think about, y'all. So I did not think, like I said, let me bring it all home. I didn't think that the Donald Trump issue with Bonnie Willis would become a thing. Even after Donald Trump got elected, I didn't think it would become a thing until Donald Trump took office next year, right? Well, I mean, we clearly see that Donald Trump is not waiting until he take office to get the ball rolling, literally, in more ways than one. I don't know if he had anything to do with this ball rolling, allegedly. But Bonnie got subpoenaed. She tried to deny it. They said, nah, girl, you're gonna have to come on in. They're trying to see if her conduct during the time that she was dealing with this whole Donald Trump situation, or any of her cases during that time, etc., y'all, was unbecoming or wrong. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all know they're gonna make an example out of her, right? Come on now. Come on. Donald Trump already said, and if I was her, I would rather them go ahead and do it now, my local committee, than wait until Donald Trump get in office, because he already done told you what he gonna do to all the people that he got revenge on or want to get revenge on. When he get in the office, his own. Right? But y'all, here's the thing. This is what I now realize. So if Bonnie Willis finds, if the grand jury or Senate committee or whoever that she's in front of in court right now finds that she had unbecoming or any type of misconduct during Donald Trump, when she was bringing those charges, when she was getting the trial ready to go, the January 6th rebel trials, all of those situations, y'all, that means everybody, and this is alleged, everybody who she has brought charges up against during that time, done cases, trials, did plea deals, etc., will either be able to get their verdicts, plea deals overturned, charges dropped, or thrown out altogether, y'all. Because if they have any inkling of misconduct, they are going to go through everything she touched. Which is why strategically, when she first got called on her bluff, when Donald Trump leaked the news about her boo, which is why she started backing up from cases, y'all. She started backing up from cases because she's over the whole office. So she started backing up from cases and put that girl with the bad wig. I forgot her name. With the glasses and the bad wig. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The one who Lil Woody told her she was stink. I'm sorry, that's still funny to me. But yeah, y'all. So she started putting other lawyers in the face of the cases and they handle the cases. She kind of stayed out of the limelight, but too late. Too late. So everybody knows Trump ain't letting up. Y'all already know how he get down, right? So the thing is now, y'all, this could not only hurt her career, Cannot. Well, we see it ain't her relationship yet. Well, her relationship with Nathan Wade. I see they're still working cases together. I'm not mad at you, Bonnie. Listen, I get it, girl. Girl, listen, I get it. I do. But boo, you gotta be smarter than that. You gotta be quicker than that. All that. Bonnie. Well, this will work out in Young Thug's favor, y'all, because that 15-year probation and all that, because they have some really, really good lawyers. I mean, I don't have to tell you that. You saw it. You saw it. You saw how good of lawyers they got. And I mean, with this type of situation with Bonnie Willis, even if it was the little dude in the yellow tie, even if it was like the most incompetent of paralegals, or not saying paralegals are incompetent, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying anybody could get these charges and verdicts overturned if Fannie Willis is found to have done something wrong or had unbecoming or misconduct during that time period of the Donald Trump situation. So now we are on appeal watch, y'all. So what? First we was on verdict watch forever. Okay. All right, so then Thug went home. Then we was on verdict watch again for the other two, the only two that took it to trial, right? Now we on appeal watch. Not for them. Now, I don't know if listen, the guy that got the one charge, if I was him, he already got time served for that. I would not try to mess that situation up. Like, Mr. Stillwell, and I'm sure your lawyer has told you this or will tell you this. Hey, bro, you just stay quiet, bro. Don't be the squeaky wheel. Don't make no noise, because you got off so good with just that one charge and time served. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just stay quiet. You know, you don't want them looking back at you trying to say like, wait a minute, what we doing? All right, so then, and then, but Thug got 15 years probation. You already know his lawyers. They're gonna be trying to throw it out, get the charges thrown out. Like, y'all, they literally like do you understand? Like, all of this stuff could go away, like, because of her mistakes, not just in the bedroom, but because of the fact that she hired him, meaning she was paying him. And you know, if you're an elected official, you're being paid by government and taxpayers' dollars. So it's so many mistakes that was made. And Fani Willis, she knew that. Her dad is a big time attorney, big time up in the DC area. And so she grew up in law. I didn't know what's that. So that's why I said it had to be good, because she was not thinking at all. So stay tuned for that. All right, let's move on. It's been a little quiet on Diddy, right? It's been a little quiet on Diddy, ain't it? I think, y'all, either it's getting a little quiet on Diddy after his denial of bond again, or the stories, every lawsuit is starting to sound so familiar that we don't think it's new news. We think we just seen the same headline. Is it just me? Am I tripping? Let's see. Let's look together. All right. Let's look on YouTube first and see what's going on with Diddy's situation. Besides the fact that we know his lawyer is someplace in a hotel room all together, studying and typing up letters and notes and requests to try to get another bond hearing. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. 21 hours. What's next? Or P. Diddy. Let's check this out with wait, what? Oh God. Y'all, let's see. First things first, let's see if Law and Order got it right when it came.
With Sean Diddy Combs being denied bail yet again, what's next for him? Can he try for a fourth time? I'm going to be breaking it down with former federal prosecutor Nima Rahmani. Welcome to...
Okay, now let me preface this. Jesse Weber, you know we love you. Radio-Muva Live, we love you over here. And we also love Law and Crime. We love Law and Trial Networks. We love all y'all. But Jesse, please, give us the short version today, okay? Okay, bye.
Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. What's next for Sean Combs? That's the question. For the guy who was denied bail for a third time and will conceivably remain locked up at the Metropolitan Detention Center pending his May 2025 trial on federal sex trafficking and racketeering and prostitution charges. The question we're now asking is, can he ever get out of the MDC, the Metropolitan Detention Center? Does he have another chance at bail? I'm going to quickly set the stage for you to tell you where we're at. So, as we reported to you here on Sidebar, Combs was denied bail by the current judge overseeing this case.
All right,
Judge
so you already know all that because, you
stemmed from a decade ago in that case, and he's 80 years old. And there was also no... I have been, for the past year, breaking down the legal arguments from both sides in the Sean Combs case, both on the civil front and the criminal front. And I have to say, every time I do it, it just always reminds me how important it is to have a great attorney on your side, right? And you know where that becomes so important? If you get injured. That can be such a confusing time and scary time. But the good news is we got Morgan & Morgan, our sponsor, our partner, America.
I can't even hate on Jesse Weber. Listen, I can't even hate. I knew what he was about to do, but didn't he do that shit so smooth? Did you see how he just, like, literally, like, if you're not paying attention, that's called a segue in radio, by the way. Or it really in any type of media at this point. It's a segue when you seamlessly make your way into another topic that is different, but you find a way to weave them together so that the change is not as noticeable and it's smooth. He did that. I ain't gonna lie. God dang it, Jesse. He's really good at that. He is. I can't take that from him, but we still don't want to hear it though.
America's largest injury law firm. They are experts what that would look like. It was very interesting to me. And I think he wants to be diligent. And he, in his order, he said he reviewed the record, not only from that prior hearing, not only the briefs from both the prosecution and the defense, but he also reviewed the transcripts of the prior hearings, because there was a district court judge and a magistrate court judge, as you said, who both denied Sean Combs bail. So this was a 360-degree analysis. What I found really interesting was he didn't even entertain the question of risk of flight. The whole reason he denied Sean Combs bail was because of the dangerousness element, right?
Wow.
I agree. And the risk of flight was always going to be a tough argument for the government because obviously Combs voluntarily came to New York. He surrendered his passports through his lawyer. He could have fled after the March raids of his Miami and Los Angeles homes, but he didn't. He has access to 2 private jets. I think it was a tougher argument. I know the government made the argument, but clearly the best argument was the dangerousness and the witness tampering. They had much more evidence with respect to those 2 elements.
How much was it with respect to Sean Combs' behavior versus his lawyers? There was a point in the hearing when his lawyer said, you can trust us. If we tell him not to do something, he won't do it. But as I mentioned,
yeah, I thought that was wild. We talked about that. After his bond hearing, when he got denied, and I actually think we talked about that when we were waiting for the decision. But I also talked about the fact that when the judge first asked where would he be staying if he got out on bond, the first thing they said was his mansion on Star Island. Like, who says that? And the judge looked at him like, what? Nah, that ain't gonna work. Not today. That ain't gonna work. And okay, Your Honor, no problem. So we have hold on one second. Okay, can we approach? We have a 3-bedroom on the Upper East Side, but it just made it seem like the lawyers weren't grasping the seriousness of the situation or the allegations, because this is your 3rd, 4th time at bond, and you already knew that it was going to be an issue. It's already an issue getting him bond. Now you're trying to get him down to Star Island, where his mansion is. Excuse me, y'all, something in my contact. Hold on. Where his mansion is, like the judge ain't trying to go on vacation himself. Come on, y'all. Come on. So I already thought that was crazy work. And then when the lawyer's like, Judge, you can trust us. Really? I don't trust no lawyer or no judge, except Judge Whitaker on the YSL trial. She all right with me. Hey, girl. All right, y'all. So listen. I mean,
he kind of took Judge Sub he had appealed to the Second Circuit. He actually put that on pause.
Right? How many times do these jail calls come into evidence in the cases we
there? But going back to Subramanian, what could be a change of circumstances that that he would review the bail condition, unless, I don't know, Sean Combs' defense attorneys can raise the bail issue every week if they want. What would be a change of circumstances that he would actually revisit this issue and maybe have a different point of view?
I think it's very unlikely. We're about 6 months away from trial, and something would have to dramatically change in terms of counts being dropped, witnesses, again, not supporting the allegations in the indictment. And really, the only one that's identified so far as V1 is Cassie Ventura. So I don't know how a change in the evidence would support. And like you said, it just keeps getting worse for Combs. He's his worst enemy. And we say this all the time for criminal defendants, right? How many times do these jail calls come into evidence in the cases we cover here on Law and Crime, right? Even though the inmates are informed in writing, and even at the beginning of their phone calls, and their calls are recorded, they still make these phone calls, make admissions that can be used against him, or in this particular case, engage in alleged witness tampering. That's going to be a problem for them.
Let me ask you this. You go to victim one, who we believe in this indictment in these papers is Cassandra Ventura.
What other victim is
the defense was keen to suggest, look, I know the
right,
prosecution.
so I think at this point, they're telling us that we already know. So basically, long story short, basically what he's saying is Diddy shouldn't try for bond again, because at this point, you got 6 months until trial. You might as well take that time and focus on getting ready for the trial. But we all know Diddy's slogan and his saying, can't nobody take his, can't nobody hold him down. Oh, no, all that. Yeah, so Diddy, y'all really think Diddy gonna be like, okay, I'll just wait? No. He gonna fight this thing. Listen, he gonna be like, if they kill me, they gonna kill me. I'm gonna go out fighting. And I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that. He's not been proven guilty yet, except guilty of what we saw him do to Cassie on that video. And domestic violence, we do not condone that in any shape, form, or fashion over here at Radio-Muva Live. So please don't ever think that we are giving Diddy a pass in any way because of the way we cover this situation as it unfolds. Okay, so with Diddy, I guess we on appeal watch too, kind of. It's just bond appeal. Child, I guess we just on Diddy watch here. So we on Diddy watch. Also, y'all, it's gonna look quite about Dirk. I didn't realize how much these court cases and these charges was all taking over our day. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, as much as I was ready for hi Cash, as much as I was ready for the YSL trial to be over, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. It was so entertaining. I think I need to go back in. But y'all want to see like a best of Lil Woody? Or not just the best of Lil, because it was another dude. I forgot his name. Hold on, y'all. Stop in my contact. Okay. See, that's why I wore my glasses yesterday. Anyway, y'all. Oh my God, I forgot dude's name. Anyway, another one of the YSL boys who was charged that was on the stand, not Mook Took or whatever his name is. But the one who tried to ask the judge, could he go on a date with the bailiff? Yeah, and y'all know it's been all kind of drama in this. I think we got to do some serious recapping, maybe over the holidays. Let's do that, right? So like as we get close to Christmas or whatever, maybe we could do some cute, funny, short countdowns of favorite, funniest, craziest moments from the YSL trial, because y'all, it was a bunch. Okay. Meanwhile, no laughing matter. These Dirk charges, even though like the Diddy situation, it's been a little quiet. Now, when it comes to situations like this, you always think, well, no news is good news. Not in this case, because he had no news for a long time. That didn't mean it was that didn't mean it was good news, because clearly they was preparing. So let's see, y'all. Let's see if there's anything going on. Okay, Dirk. I don't see anything. Now, y'all, I do know that yesterday, remember we talked about it. Yesterday, Dirk, and I think they're all in California now. They've all been extradited to California, because remember, that's where the attempted murder of Quando Rondo and the murder of Lil Pop happened in LA. Now, they were supposed to have a status hearing yesterday, y'all, which this is the Fed, so it's different than like YSL state case, because it's state. So the Feds ain't gonna be giving us them like updates like that. Not in this situation. Maybe we get more from Diddy, because his situation is a little bit unique. It's not like murder. Plus, you don't really know what the entailment of his RICO is, because it's only one witness, Cassie, which makes you think it's a domestic violence case. So all that right there. However, y'all, the only thing we know is that Dirk's lawyers, right? Oh, I spelled his name wrong. Dirk lawyers have been pushing for a speedy trial. And by the way, the songs, which I'm sure is unreleased music by Drake, y'all, the names of the songs, I swear to God, they are not helping this case, especially the way you see that they trying to use lyrics now in courts, monitoring me. Look at it. He had another one called Federal Nightmares. Y'all. I mean, you want to talk about law of attraction. Somebody should have told that boy to watch The Secret. Anyway, so we'll keep an eye on this, on Dirk. I don't even know what, we just on federal watch with Dirk, because we don't really know what's going on. But I tell you one thing, I bet you when we hear more news about Dirk's situation, it ain't just going to be something like simple. Like, it's going to be a major development in the situation of the case. You know, kind of like those two people that's not named in the indictment that we think are snitching. We're going to find out who they are. Yeah, we got questions, but we just going to keep watching. Like we watching the Drake lawsuit. We watching that too. I guess we're on lawsuit watch. I can't even say that, because with Drake, we're on court watch, period. All right. Because yesterday, you know, I told y'all that one of the dudes that killed rapper XXXTentacion, and I don't know if I said that right. Don't argue with me about it. Just, you know who I'm talking about. One of the dudes that killed rapper X, right, y'all? He is appealing his conviction. I don't know how, being that we all saw it in living color on the video. However, it's not about what you saw. It's not about what happened. It's all about what can be proved and the legal technicalities. So he is appealing his conviction, and guess who he's bringing back up in that he wants to come in and have to testify? It has to be a part of this case. He's mentioned all throughout the appeal. Drake. Yeah, I'm starting to look at Drake different. For real, I'm starting to look at Drake. Listen, yo, you got Diddy who called himself Love. You got Drake who called himself Lover Boy. And now they both like tied up with serious court cases. Y'all, I'm starting to look at both of them different. But we're going to keep our eye on Drake lawsuit. Well, no, not lawsuit. Drake court watch, okay? When it comes to the situation, to see if he's going to actually have to come and testify this time, to see if he was involved in any way, allegedly, with putting a hit out on XXX. It's like a tongue twister, and it's long, and it's just, by the time you finish saying the whole name, rapper X, okay, to see if he allegedly had something to do with putting a bag on his head. And also, of course, you know, Drake and the whole Kendrick Lamar and Universal Music Group and Spotify lawsuit that just came out top of this week. Speaking of Kendrick Lamar, he is definitely keeping it moving. While Drake is at the house punching the air, Kendrick Lamar and SZA have announced that they're gone. On trial, that is. Look, y'all, let me see. Kendrick, and this makes so much sense for so many reasons. Like, yo, Kendrick is winning in this situation. The people that's losing, Drake, and unfortunately, my boy J. Cole caught a stray. Kendrick Lamar did the tour. So let's see. Meets Drake in Toronto. You know what? Why y'all so messy? Y'all knew they was gonna have a Toronto tour date, but y'all so messy. Y'all are funny. Drake in shambles after Kendrick announces concert in Toronto days after Trace. Y'all so messy. But it is so funny to me. It's so funny to me because Drake is really in his feelings. Y'all listen. I would just like to go. I would rather Drake take it to court than take it to the streets. We don't want to see no more bloodshed between no rappers, no none of that. All right. We're gonna keep our eye on this. The jury's still out on whether or not Lil Wayne is gonna enter the chat. What y'all think? I don't know, man. Lil Wayne, listen, y'all know how I tell y'all, when people get of a certain big age, they get too old to care. So it is highly likely that Lil Wayne just might double dutch into this situation. And I mean, it's Lil Wayne. It's Lil Wayne. Okay? I don't know. I mean, I think it's good for hip hop. We'll just keep our eye on it. All right, y'all. How long we been on stream now? Oh, we've been on a good while. Over an hour? How long we been on stream? How long you been here, Cash? Is Cash still there? Okay, so we've been on stream almost an hour. Right? Couple more things I wanna just hit on real quick before we go. I know we gotta go, but of course I'll be back later. On a sad note, condolences to Eminem. Eminem's mom passed away, y'all. Say what you want about Slim Shady, but man, he's definitely given us some bangers and some time over the years, and we feel like we know his family because he talked so much openly and candidly about his mom and his daughter Haley. We all felt like Haley was still a baby. We felt like we knew her. So yeah, y'all. So she died at 69. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was cancer. Let's see. Yeah, she followed a battle. She had a battle with advanced lung cancer. So rest in peace. She died last night in St. Joseph, Missouri. Rest in peace to Eminem's mom, and our condolences, prayers, love and light go over to Eminem. Speaking of love and light and prayers, y'all, we're going to give some to Brittany Spears. Jesus, we calling in the prayer warriors, as Gary with the T would say. We calling in the auntie at the front of the church. We calling in, y'all, every time I think that they done got Brittany Spears' medicine dosage right, they prove me wrong. Y'all, I love Brittany. I have loved Brittany. I mean, I never bought a Brittany album, but I liked her singles, and I liked, what I'm saying? I like Brittany. I think back then, during my time in the 90s, it was kind of like either you like Brittany or you like Christina Aguilera. And I love the way Christina sung, but I just loved everything about Brittany, like her swag, her pop, all that. Oh, baby, baby. Yeah, well, apparently Brittany thinks she is a baby again, y'all. So she just turned 43, by the way, yesterday. But she dropped a new video on Instagram. I'm just gonna let y'all see it. She says she's actually really 5, and forget y'all, she's moving to Mexico.
Not really sure why the paparazzi have me going on a plane looking like I'm wearing a Jason mask. It doesn't even look like me. I don't know why I have a torch in my hand, honestly. I think my friend accidentally gave that to me. But anyways, it's my birthday. I'm not turning 42. I'm turning 5 this year. I'm turning 5 years old. And I have to go to kindergarten tomorrow. baby strawberry, a very, very cute baby cake that my friend. It really kind of hurts my feelings that the paparazzi make my face look like I'm wearing like a white Jason mask. It doesn't even look like me.
Every time I think they got Brittany Spears medicine regulated, y'all, it just shows me that they don't. Yeah, we are calling all the prayer warriors and then some. And I know it's a lot going on in the world today. We got a lot to pray for. And I know y'all like, I don't know, Brittany, who they about? I ain't got no space for her on the list. Y'all, clearly, the elevator do not go all the way up. And, in word to Kanye, I think we need to check on Brittany too. You know what it is? Brittany need an auntie. Somebody know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? Brittany need an auntie. She need an auntie as a mentor to take her in, teach her how to cook soul food. Cause she already from the South, right? But she need a auntie. Get her together. Or at least make her take a medicine or something. Anyway, we're definitely going to try to include Brittany in our prayers because something is not going on there. And hey, listen, man, she's got kids, she's got fans, and at the end of the day, she gave this world a lot. Sorry, I'm knocking things off the desk. She gave this world a lot, and I think that we have to be a little bit considerate. Let's take these off. Hold on, y'all. Let's unplug. Hold on. Let me make sure y'all can y'all hear me? Hold on. Let me make sure y'all can still hear me. We Gucci. We Gucci, Louis, Prada. Okay, cool. Cool. Oh, we Gucci. All right, so y'all, like I said, Brittany, man, listen. As long as y'all can still hear me, man, let's use the internal mic to end this thing on up. We're gonna say a little prayer for Brittany. Jesus, you know more than we do. We're gonna put Brittany and Kanye on that same prayer list, Lord. Not that we are better or that we don't have other things to pray about, but Jesus, we ask, please. Anyway, y'all, Brittany's not 5 years old, so we're gonna see what happens with that. We're not officially on Brittany watch, but we got questions, so we just gonna keep a little eye out. Y'all, it's just been so much going on. Don't you feel like after a holiday, how like you've been off of work like for the holiday, so it's like you had an extra day or two off, and then when you come back to work, right, it's like you find yourself like in a hole trying to catch up, especially long holidays like when it starts getting like Thanksgiving and Christmas. And it's like you find yourself in a continuous state of catching up. That's how I feel. Either that or it's just been a lot going on. Because we didn't even talk about the fact that Martin and Eddie are starring in a new movie. Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy. And this movie, what do they call the movies that are exactly about people's lives? Let's call this a biopic. You know why? Because it is all the way real life, baby. And I'm sure by now, if you have not heard, their kids got engaged. It almost sounds incestuous when you say it like that, but y'all, they are not kin. Okay? It still seems weird, though. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I keep trying to see it different. Look at this. So let's go to E-News and just check it out just in case you haven't seen it. Hold on. Okay.
Murphy and Jasmine Lawrence, Martin Lawrence are officially going to be in-laws. The comedian's children, Eric Murphy and Jasmine Lawrence, have gotten engaged. The couple share the happy news in a joint Instagram post November 30th, with the behind-the-scenes look of the proposal showing Eric getting down on one knee in a room full of roses and candles.
I mean,
They
it's
captioned the video 11/27/2024. We're engaged. God truly blessed us with a love that feels like destiny. We couldn't be more excited for this next chapter. Eric and Jasmine's engagement comes after more than 3 years of dating. The duo first revealed they were an item back in July 2021 when Jasmine posted a heartwarming tribute to Eric for his 32nd birthday.
I don't know.
Writing at the time, "Happy birthday, my love. I'm so incredibly blessed to know you, to love
And they both look like light-skinned versions of their dad. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Is it weird? Do it not seem a little bit weird to y'all? Come on, for real. Not even a little bit? Am I tripping? Y'all, I'm sorry. I can't get jiggy with it. I really can't. But congratulations to Martin, Eddie, Martin daughter, Eddie's son. And we will be watching because that's what we do. All right, y'all. Congratulations to Casanat. I don't know if we did that. I didn't really get a chance to go into it, but he is that young man is doing big things, breaking all kind of big stream records over on Twitch and just period. So we'll go into that in another video. Sometimes I'll be feeling like, you ever looked at a story, for example, like a story about an OnlyFans model that makes $43 million a year, and it make you feel like, why did I go to college? Why am I still paying back student loans? It make you want to just think about risking it all. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, we'll talk about that too. Because it's a girl that made $43 million on OnlyFans, allegedly. I swear, I mean, sometimes, baby, you go to thinking, especially when the Department of Education little emails pop up. The student loan act, blah, 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 blah. Student loans will resume in 2025. Bruh, I have not been in college since the early 2000s. I ain't telling you what year, because I ain't telling my age. But y'all, anyway, I'm just saying, what are they doing on OnlyFans? Asking for a friend. Just kidding. Or not. But we'll get into her story in another video as well, y'all. And also, I was thinking last night, was like, man, it's just so many things I want to talk about that I want to actually, because the main thing I wanted to do before I started bringing guests on to hang out with us and talk about certain things was to make sure that I got most of the kinks worked out of the stream. And I think we're doing good. We still have not implemented Discord, our Discord server, into this stream. And of course, no Twitter. And TikTok, I think we've been repurposing some of the content there, but it's not really all the way integrated with the stream. So, I've been kind of waiting, but it's just, this topic right here just let me know it's time to start reaching out and booking some guests, because Nick Cannon, and y'all know, if you're a part of the clique, you're part of the crew, and you follow me on any social media, you know that I am an advocate, a proud survivor, an advocate. I'm a survivor of narcissistic abuse, relationship abuse. And I am an advocate for finding a cure for narcissistic personality disorder, and also raising awareness about all types of narcissism and how it is affecting us, because it is definitely a pandemic in the world. And it's a big deal, and people don't talk about it the way they didn't talk about mental health being a thing that was normalized back in the 80s and 90s, right? Well, and this will be the last story, y'all. So Nick Cannon, let's do this, and he came out and admitted that he's been diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder. Now, with all them damn kids, we knew something. Okay. However, I'm excited about this because I feel like I really hope that it catches on when it comes to trending so that it can become more talked about. The problem with people with narcissistic personality disorder, especially people who have who are highly narcissistic, is that they have little to no self-awareness. And with that being said, the things that we think are obvious, they don't even see, especially when it comes to them. But unfortunately for us as a human race, they are emotional vampires, soul vampires, energy vampires. And it is a problem. And you never think it's a problem until it happens to you, because before then you don't understand. You think narcissism is like, somebody just having a big ego. That is not what Beyonce meant when she made the song Big Ego. Narcissism is a disorder. Put it like this. If you need to know how serious it is a fine borderline between narcissism and being a psychopath. Word to Ted Bundy. And this is not to shame narcissists, because like I said, I am happy that Nick Cannon came out, because I really, I didn't mean Nick Cannon came out. You know what I'm saying? Because I hope that it gets popular enough to where people start talking about it more, y'all. It is a real problem. And I think the only way that narcissists will really
importance in me, I believe I am not ordinary.
Somebody actually start to curb the issue is in numbers, and as a society, the same way we normalize taking care of your mental health and mental health issues. I think that we have to do the same thing with narcissistic personality disorder and narcissism, period. And I really hope that Nick Cannon coming out helps that. And I want to invite one of my friends on the show who is a psychiatrist, and Dr. Aldewan Tart. I'm calling you out, just letting you know. So when you see me calling you or texting you, you already know what it's about. And we'll have him jump on stream with us. And as soon as I can get him to commit to a date and time, y'all, I'll put up a thumbnail with a reservation on it. Just in case you want more information on narcissism, because when it comes to it, there is no cure currently. But for the victims, I hate to say victims, but you end up becoming a victim without even knowing it. So knowledge is your only armor. Knowledge is power in a whole nother way when it comes to dealing with narcissism. So the more you know, the better off you'll be. So thank you, Nick Cannon. And like I said,
with narcissistic personality disorder really doesn't follow rules. They kind of think that they are the center of the universe. They also really have a hard time caring about other people. While they may be superficially charming or charismatic, when you scratch the surface, they often won't be there for you.
The 44-year-old, who also has ADHD, says he discovered he had the disorder after undergoing tests, but still doesn't fully understand the condition. Nick says he is healing and is embracing.
Listen, let me translate. He doesn't fully understand the condition because, number one, like I already told y'all, what? Nobody does. Because it is something that even scientists are still studying and learning about. Number two, didn't I just tell y'all people with narcissistic personality disorder have zero to no lack of self-awareness? So of course he doesn't understand it because he doesn't see what's wrong. Until I guess maybe this whole situation happened with him and he figured it out. I mean, it took 29, 30, 50 children for him to see that there was something going on. Not to in any way equate narcissism or NPD, which is narcissistic personality disorder, with having a bunch of children out of wedlock in different homes. That's not what I mean. But yeah, y'all, and it's so the only person you can hold accountable is yourself. Knowledge is power. And that's just real talk. I love y'all, man. This stream is the best decision I have made all year. I'm happy to be here. I put it off long enough. And every day when I get ready to come on here, I just know that I'm where I'm supposed to be. And you never know what people are going through. You really don't. So give them grace, but also, you know, just embrace whoever God crosses your paths with as a lesson or a blessing. And that's real talk. All right. All right, y'all. I'll put some of the clips up. Radio-Muva on YouTube. How do you support the stream? How do you support me? Make sure you subscribe. You want to support the show as we build it, period, the community. You can donate to Radio-Muva, Cash App. That's $ Radio-Muva, MUVA. And holler at me in the chat, y'all. Let's build this thing on out. You are a part of history in the making. Okay? You know how I feel. It don't matter who love you. It don't matter who like you. It don't matter who don't love you. It don't matter who don't like you. All that matters is that you like you and that you love you. Not cliche. That's real talk, baby. See y'all later.